a Fox 10 Investigates exclusive as we continue to look into a Scottsdale-based pool company, Sun State Pools, and the dozens of claims from local families against them.
Fox 10's Nicole Christine sat down with Arizona's contracting agency that handles all of this, and she joins us live to share some movement at the state capitol that could help homeowners eventually get more of their money back.
Yeah, that's right. Now, the Arizona Registrar of Contractors is not able to comment on active investigations, nor can they address specific claims from consumers, but the agency says it's actively fighting to improve reimbursement and financial recovery for homeowners and other stakeholders while staying within its jurisdiction.
The ROC sits in a unique place. We are a consumer advocacy agency, but we're also here to make sure that contractors receive due process.
Arizona Registrar of Contractors Director Tom Cole says the agency operates as a sort of middleman between consumers and contractors. When a complaint is filed by a homeowner, the ROC is responsible for investigating the claim, conducting job site inspections, and tallying claims against a particular license holder.
So after evaluation, multiple opportunities to cure the problem, there are times when a summary suspension or revocation become necessary.
That was the case with Scottsdale-based Sun State Pools. As Fox 10 has previously reported, 85 complaints were filed against the LLC between September 2025 and June of this year. The ROC revoked Sun State's license on June 25th, and Attorney General Chris May's office has opened a criminal investigation against the company. Director Cole says clients can track a contractor's history of complaints dating back 2 years on the ROC's website.
If you talk about a gray area, there's an area from the point where they may have no complaints. We have complaints on file. Those complaints are being investigated. That's the area in between, a license in good standing, active license in good standing, to one that might have some discipline against it.
Clients who filed complaints against Sun State Pools are encouraged to file a claim with the Residential Contractors Recovery Fund. The catch? The fund can provide a maximum payout of $30,000 per homeowner and a max of $200,000 per residential license.
$30,000 seems like a lot until you start a construction contract. Average pools are double that, if not quite more.
Homeowners Fox 10 has interviewed during this investigation report being out tens of thousands of dollars, with ROC claims having been canceled in the past for various reasons, forcing them to refile claims after work was still not completed. Director Cole says the agency's hands are tied when it comes to upping the allotments in the recovery fund.
The awards are capped by statute. So the legislature determined what those numbers should be, and that was signed into law. And that was signed into law a number of years ago.
But the ROC is actively supportive of changes to that law.
That's a number that we think reasonably could be increased, and we've done some stress testing on the system. And we will again propose legislation in the next legislature to try and get those increased. But talk to your lawmakers. They are the ones that are going to ultimately be the deciders.
Yeah. In the meantime, contractors like Sun State Pools can't be issued another license until the recovery fund is reimbursed the amount that was paid.
So that fact will follow the corporate officers, the qualifying party, owners of that company.
Now, right now, Director Cole says the agency is working on an average of about 90 days to process recovery fund claims. But before the agency can determine how much they're going to issue of that $200,000 cap and how to distribute it fairly, each claim has to be thoroughly investigated, which can lead to longer wait times. We are still waiting for any comment from Sun State Pools. We have more from our interview with the ROC director over on Fox10Phoenix.com. Live in studio tonight, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.